So this is the Trail Creek, or the Trailhead Foundation for Johnson Creek. Originally the project was given to us by the Trail Foundation, and more specifically working with Brian on it. So here are the key things to learn. If you take a quick look at the site plan, you can see there was an original location that was by an existing bathroom. The idea was to either do an addition or to build a freestanding building beside it, because that's where all the infrastructure exists. But there's also the Bossy Ferris master plan, which was done or is being completed right now. Originally the bathroom was supposed to be part of this component, but because it's in a floodplain, they couldn't put the bathroom building in it. So this is all basically flat work. If you look at it, there's a planter here, there's kind of some planting along this way, and a kind of ceremonial entrance to the bridge. This is not 100% complete, and it probably won't be completed exactly that way, as is the case with most master plans. The original kind of overshot the ability or the budget of what was going to be the reality. So most of it's here in concept, but there's not as much kind of rigid geometry as the Bossy Ferris master plan suggests. So there are some connections that are generated here, but they're not very strong datums or catalysts. So what happened was we looked at this site and we said we kind of don't like that building and there's ADA issues getting to it. So we re-envisioned that this was a possible site. And so that's what we're investigating now. And this is a really interesting location. It provides a lot of opportunity because this is the Johnson Creek as it flows under Mopac and Veterans Drive and kind of comes down to Lady Bird Lake. So you're at the edge of the creek, you're at the edge of a parking deck, or parking lot, excuse me, and you're much more visible to the Trail Foundation, which runs here. The Lance Armstrong Bikeway also runs along Veterans Avenue here. So there's a lot of things that come together really in this area, and that was kind of the catalyst for moving the site down here. Also, it's flat, so we could get away with addressing ADA issues much easier. So there's a real temptation to kind of become adjacent part or de facto part of the Bossy Ferris master plan. So that's really one of the opportunities that exists there. It also gets to be its own freestanding building, so it can kind of, it doesn't have to respond so much to the original tennis court bathrooms. So
what is the concept behind that? Do you have any idea what
I don't really know that there is a concept behind this, or at least what Bossy Ferris's interpretation of that concept was. But it really was to kind of to give it a nicer area that was, you know, obviously landscaped, but still kind of part of the trail. You kind of see the trail just kind of blossoms out, and then it splits. So part of the trail goes down, and part of the trail kind of continues along Veterans Drive before it rejoins down along Lady Bird Lake.
Great. All right. Perfect.